video response for this, but, you know, the sussies are coming hard for me. So, that the Queen, the British monarchy, by the way, in case you didn't know, that's who that is. Yeah, the Queen. Okay, Queen Elizabeth.
I don't even know where to begin with that one. Ugh, we've officially reached the off her meds era of Meghan Markle hate. And I don't say that lightly. Because if this video wasn't a cry for help, then it's a cry for adult supervision. Either way, someone call Kaiser Permanente, because we've got a patient off the grid. Now, before we get into the facts, which I know is a foreign language to this woman, let's take a moment and appreciate the absolute irony of someone recording a psychotic rant in a Busted Bill's Wild Dog t-shirt, misusing royal titles, and thinks she's breaking news with her name isn't Meghan SUSSEX. Girl, are you okay? Like, actually, clinically, neurologically okay. Let's be clear. Meghan SUSSEX is not a legal name. It's shorthand. The same way Harry went by Captain Harry Wales and William Wales, the same way Charlotte and George go by Wales in school. It's how territorial designations work in the British aristocracy. And you not understanding that isn't a royal revelation. It's a personal failure. Now, onto the obsession with Meghan's birth name. Rachel Meghan Markle. And should we also pull out your government name? And whatever warrant history it's attached to? Because the way you are collapsing, I wouldn't be shocked if Ms. Direction 03 was just your parole officer's username for tracking you online. Let's get into it. You look like you haven't seen a functioning mirror or a licensed professional in a year. Your under-eye bags are packed for relocation. Your hair looks chemically unstable. And that shirt? Ma'am, if desperation were a garment, it would be what you're wearing. This isn't a TikTok video. This is unmedicated freefall. You're not a content creator. You're a caseworker's worst week. You're one Red Bull and a ring light away from screaming in the middle of traffic. You don't need a platform. You need a psychiatric intervention and a blackout period. Every video is a deeper plunge into your own instability. You speak with the conviction of someone who's argued with a bus stop. Your grasp on reality is as loose as your neckline, and neither one is doing you any favors. You sound like someone who got kicked out of WebMD for diagnosing themselves with royal insight. It's not intelligence. It's untreated delusion covered in expired foundation. You're not making a statement. You're making it disturbingly easy for people to guess where you'll be on a 5150 hold. And if no one in your life has told you to shut the hell up, let me be the first. Because this is not a message, it's a meltdown. For people who are emotional, look at this image. This is not a line. This is a live action support group for people who are emotionally unwell about a stranger. This is the Meghan hate fandom in its natural habitat. Not critics, not commentators, a fandom with pathology. Because no one who is mentally at peace knows this much about a woman they don't care about. You don't accidentally memorize someone's outfit, friends, schedule, interviews, brand launches, and facial expressions. That takes dedication. That takes obsession. That takes a level of fixation that would impress the FBI. This is not normal. This is people waking up every day and choose to be haunted by Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. And every circus has its ringmasters. Kinsey Schofield, permanently clutching a microphone like it's a life raft. Dan Wooten, spinning conspiracy theories like balloon animals. Angela Levin, shaking a cane at clouds. Richard Eden, pearl clutching in IMAX. Nana Akua, delivering dramatic monologues to nobody. Samara Gill, sprinting toward outrage like it's cardio. These are not journalists. These are tour guides for obsession. Their entire business model is Meghan breathing. They scream, she's irrelevant, while tracking her like she's a supervillain. They cry, why won't she go away? While clicking every article. They beg for privacy, while zooming paparazzi photos, like they're enhancing evidence in a courtroom drama. You know her movements, you know her tone, you know her calendar, you know her jam. That is not hate. That is a parasocial relationship with anger issues. They've built entire identities around being mad. No hobbies, no inner monologue that doesn't include her name. Just constant emotional diarrhea in comment sections. Every smile is calculated. Every success is suspicious. Every breath is strategy. She launches Jam, and they act like she activated sleeper agents. She posts a photo, and they convene like it's the United Nations of delusion. She exists, and they go mental. At this point, it's a fixation. This is what happens when your bitterness becomes a personality. Meanwhile, Meghan is rich, moisturized, living in sunshine, married to a prince, raising kids, building brands, and minding her business. And the hate fandom, still in line, still in costume, still honking. She's not ruining your life. She lives in your head like a luxury penthouse. All that obsession, all that unhinged energy, all that clowning, and she still doesn't care. That's the gag. And that's the read. This is the Notorious JTB, notoriously opinionated, signing out.
You sure about that? I know it really breaks the heart of some mediocre middle-aged palm people, but despite the delusional denial, Meghan Markle is in fact a princess because she married a bloodborne prince, and that's quite literally how it works. Meghan is Princess Henry of Wales, the Duchess of Sussex, the Countess of Dumbarton, and the Baroness of Kilkeel. Or, in other words, bow when you see her. Feel free to drop your title in the comments. It truly delights me how irritating these facts are to a certain kind of person, because we all know that if Harry married a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Brit, y'all would be ecstatic to call her princess, much like y'all are happy to call Kitty a princess despite her being born a commoner to broke parents. For me, the funniest part of this whole title debate is Meghan actually knows these people, whether any of us like it or not. These snobs are actually her family. She's lived in the palaces. She's gone to the family lodge. She's gone to the dinner. She's worn the tiara. The closest that any of y'all will get to them is through highly secured, planned photo ops. Oh, they're more than happy to allow y'all to wait in the cold for hours for the chance to shake their hand. But if any of y'all feel like you'd fare better in this family or in the British press than Meghan, well, I would encourage you to try it, but you couldn't even get close. You don't have the credentials. Meghan is gorgeous, first and foremost. Educated, successful, independently wealthy. What exactly do you have going for you? A subscription to the Daily Mail? Somehow I don't think that's going to get you a seat at the royal table. Meghan lived in Salty Island for all of 2 years, and she's been gone for 4. Twice the amount of time she gave that snake pit, yet y'all refuse to move on. I do not get it. If you're fans of Bald Billy and Cold Kitty, go be fans of them. But the joke of it all is y'all would rather spend your time, years of your time, searching for any crumb of information you can about your real fave, Meghan. Real or not, true or not, as long as it's about Meghan, you're going to eat it up. Babes, I'm here to tell you, the obsession is unhealthy. And part of the reason why Meghan breaks the damn internet every time she pops out. Just think about that the next time you're obsessively stalking Meghan Markle content so that you can stew in your hateful misery in the comments and whine about how she's not really a princess. Ask yourself.
Morning friends, happy Monday, how are you doing? I'm wrapped up because it's very cold in the UK, but it's very nice being up here in the California sunshine. Did you see what I did there? I cannot believe the truth bombs that are dropping on Meghan's Instagram account. Meghan is absolutely ferocious. Latest update, Doria, her mum, in the pool with her kids, whilst Charles and the rest of the non-working taxpayer-funded royal family have not seen this family for ages. Meghan is literally saying, hey, we're all right, thanks. We don't need you to pop over, Charles. We don't need any of your poisonous views that forced us to leave the UK and leave your family in the first place. We are fine here. Whilst disaster erupts in Salty Island for the royal family, literally there's bad news about Andrew every day, about Charles every day, about William and Kate's relationship every single day. Whilst the bad news is personified in the UK, this family is loving life in the California sunshine. This is a big middle finger from Meghan and Harry to the rest of the family. And good luck. Harry's in court today at the High Court in London, continuing his testimony and his legal action against newspapers from decades ago. I hope he gets the result that he needs. Brilliant. And Meghan, if you're watching this, I know you're not, carry on doing the do. Comments are open, guys, as ever. My opinion's not important. Yours is. Let me know what you think. Morning friends, happy Sunday, how the heck you doing? And a special welcome to our newer followers, of which there are many. Welcome to Ministry of Hacks, welcome to Salty Island in the UK. We call the UK Salty Island because in the UK we're all salty because no one likes each other anymore and we're all annoyed. Get to the point, Martin. The Star is a bit of a coffee table magazine, but they're clearly not fearful of any legal action when they print this story. So there is some truth behind it. Kate's secret surgery, and of course this all relates to the scar on the side of her face. We've all seen it for ourselves. Royalists in the comments, you can go as mad as you want to. That scar is there, and it is new. It has not been there for years. The shocking truth. Rushed to the emergency room. Was angry William to blame? Divorce rumours have been floating around for years about these two. Look, royalists in the comments. We know Kate was ill. We don't know why. We're trying to be kind. We don't believe it was cancer for a variety of reasons. We want to know where the scar came from. We want to know why she can't work. We want to know why William and Kate are such a poor return on investment for the UK. All relevant, justifiable, simple questions. My thoughts and comments aren't important, but yours are. Comments are open. Have a brilliant Sunday, guys, and let me know what you think.
Let us laugh at British media and the Royal Rota, the British journalists. This clown tweeted this when Harry and Meghan were still dating. These people never wanted Harry to marry Meghan. They never wanted it. And of course, it was stemmed in racism. In his mind, it was like there was no way Harry was going to ever marry a girl who has a black mother, who's biracial. He just couldn't fathom it. He couldn't imagine it. And he was bitter enough to tweet about it. He was so confident. I don't know why he was that confident. I mean, have you met Harry? Harry, who, if you followed him over the years, you'd see he'd go to Africa. He would say really good things about Africa and African people.
Go off into Africa. I mean, I've got loads of friends in Africa as well, which is always a treat. But once again, Botswana, Lesotho, Zambia, you know, all the countries I've been to, especially recently as well, have just been very close to my heart. My heart's in Africa as well as obviously back home. But if I get a chance to go away, 9 times out of 10, it's Africa, and it's just a very special place. Not only because of the wildlife, but the people are just so friendly over here, and it's just really warming.
I mean, that Harry, it's been clear for a long time that he's the most like Princess Diana. He has Princess Diana's heart. He's the Prince of Hearts. So to think that, for some weird reason, he couldn't be in a serious relationship with Meghan and it would lead to marriage, in their minds, it was like, nah, never. And now they're dancing 10 years later. They're dancing in the garden with their 2 kids. Come on. It doesn't get better than that. Like, it doesn't get better than that. That's why they've been projecting separation, divorce on them, because still, they still cannot believe it. They're still like, what's going on? Long may they wait. They better face William and Kate in there. Let me spare the derangers in this one. Let me just spare the derangers on this one.
Meghan's Instagram has been a complete gift because it's not about her showing off her amazing landscape. It's about showing a couple blissfully in love and that transcending onto their children who are healthy in mind, body, and spirit, and the encouragement of it all. My God. And this is what we should be aiming for, not crowns and tiaras. Love wins. Okay, so I have entered the chat with this Gift Eat Love website, and let me just do a disclaimer here. I am not bullying this company. I don't know who they are. I don't know what they're about. They just came out of nowhere. I did a Google search, and the little AI mode said that they just appeared this year. We're like, 2 weeks into the year? So they're brand new. And I can tell right now, because my eyes do not deceive me, this is very AI. Like, all of this is AI, people. AI. And I don't know how much research some of you who did buy from here, I don't know how much research you all have done before you gave these people your money. It claims it's curated with love in the UK, but then when I scroll here, it's giving me all these like Rome, Paris, Zurich, Manhattan, And then this particular This is for a chocolatier, Aveline, I believe it's pronounced. And they have their images on here, but they're not selling that chocolate on here. There's all type of red flags about this company. And I just, foreign language. Now we're ice cream? What are we doing here? What is this? I just don't want you guys scammed. That's all. If some of you bought from here and you got a shipping address and all of that, and they said it's on its way, I guess I have no choice but to believe you. But Meghan in no shape, way, or form is doing business with this company. Please, people, that's all we are trying to say. I know a lot of you were super excited about there being a partnership, but I can tell you right now, Meghan would never partner with someone who uses AI images of her brand. Ever. What the fuck is that? That's not Rosé. She would never do this. That is not from her website. That's not even her. None of this, that is not from Meghan's website. She does not have an image like that at all. She doesn't have an image like that on her website. Nothing. And all I want to say is question everything, but I can already see some of you already bought it. So I just hope you guys get exactly what you ordered, because I'm going to just put it to you like this. If you don't get what you ordered, don't blame Meghan. Because Meghan didn't even know this was happening. This is a reseller. This is a reseller who's using AI to sell products. Not knocking the hustle, just guys, shop at your own risk. And that's all I got. Talk to you later. Bye.
Well, one thing we learned early with Meghan, she has remarkable influence. Remarkable. So when we did the documentary on her and Harry, the trailer, when we ran the trailer announcing it, hundreds of people broke down every frame of the trailer, and
we note it. We're seeing this on a micro level right now.
and the $20 shoes that she got from a village that was making these shoes sold out all over the world. And the $1,500 blanket that was on the chair sold out all over the world. That's some power. That's some influence. She has incredible power and influence. You could put, and I think that for me, it's like, okay, well, how can we enable this to be a more holistic thing?
Yes.
So that's what that relationship.
But I mean, the consumer products business is a very different thing, right? Yeah. For you guys to go from having the data and understanding that a trailer with those two can do those type of numbers, and then have the commercial impact to actually starting a brand, a physical
and by the way, and the documentary
product
itself was also one of the most watched documentaries we've ever had.
Wow.
So it was successful by every measure.
Hey, so I have a question for non-Americans. How come only Black Americans owe you an explanation of where they're really from? How come Black Jamaicans don't owe you an explanation of where they're really from? How come Black Brazilians don't owe you an explanation of where they're really from? How come Black Colombians and Black Panamanians and Black anybody else, how come they don't owe you an explanation of where they're really from? How come when people from any other country who are Black tell you, I'm from Panama, I'm from Brazil, I'm from Dominican Republic, wherever it is, how come you take them for what they say when they say it, but when a Black American says, I'm American, you ask them, okay, but where are you really from? Why are you always calling Americans dumb when you don't understand the transatlantic slave trade and you don't understand that all these people came on the same boats, just on different stops? And on top of that, how come a Black American who has been here since, I don't know, the 1500s, how come they have to be from somewhere else in Africa? But if a white American whose grandparents came here in like 1920 from Italy says that they're Italian, you're like, no, you're not Italian. You're American. You're not Italian. How come that Black American can't just be American? Please get back to me.
Hello, my people. Lady Rosie here. How y'all doing? All my new subscribers, you're welcome. And my returning subscribers, y'all know I love you. Guys, it's Sunday today. I hope y'all guys are having a wonderful Sunday. I am driving somewhere. I'm always driving somewhere. Girl is always driving somewhere. It's Sunday morning, but I'm driving somewhere, and people repairing the roads. They've been repairing these roads like for years around here, and then the government tells you they got no money. It's a lot of these cars around. I don't know, maybe everybody go to church. Well, it is what it is. Guys, I'm gonna tell you some entitlement that comes out of these people. I'm telling you, these racists are so entitled. And the double standard that comes out of their back pockets, I tell you, them people need Jesus. And then they wonder whatever happens to them, the way it happens to them. And then they sit down there and start blaming God. I tell you. Sometimes y'all people look at yourselves. Look at what y'all did to people. Did you repent? Did you go talk to God and ask for forgiveness? And no black person sat down there and do anything to you for real. You know, I've lived with multiple black people of every single place on this planet here. I ain't never seen my people having bad heart towards anybody here. I never seen my people just sitting down here starting hating somebody just because of how they look. We do not hate people. That's not black people culture. We don't hate people. We entertain the neighbors. We call the neighbors. We help the neighbors. We feed the neighbors' kids. We feed the neighbors' children. We keep the neighbors' children in our homes. The neighbors' children call us mothers, aunties, miss, sir. We keep them like our own. Black people are good people every single corner of this planet here. You just gonna sit down there with your double standard. This black woman is working out here doing the charity work. This guy, the head of the racism of that UK, that dude was in business before Her Royal Highness Duchess of Sussex was born. He was born 50 years before that woman was born. Or 40-something years. Whatever, it doesn't matter. That guy is older than Miss Dorian Reglan. That guy's been around here running all those inheritance for trillions of years. He's been running all those stuff from the black people's blood, over our ancestors' blood. He got all those inheritance. And do not forget, every single gold, diamond that is floating around there came from where? Yo, I'm not gonna say lots of stuff because you know sometimes these platforms, when you tell them lots of the truth, they just don't like the truth to come out because you know the world is controlled by them. That's why I'm telling y'all guys, we need to sit down there and try to figure this technology by ourselves. And I'm telling you, we are able to put all those technology stuff around here ourselves and do it our own way and sit down there and not have anybody shut us down like they're doing right now here. And we need to do that very quick before our children inherit this planet here. Because it ain't gonna be no easy for any black kid out here if we just keep it quiet and just let it fly like our parents kept quiet. They did not really keep it quiet like that. Those people also fought like the civil rights. They did their parts. And we cannot sit down here and sit quiet and just keep watching it and thinking this nonsense is good. It's not good. You know that dude takes money from all those duchies and never helped any kind of charity, goes around and cuts 2 ribbons, and here Her Royal Highness Duchess of Sussex just came, a little kid a few minutes ago. She started doing all those goods for the charities, running her charities and helping people and doing all the thing. And right now they want her to take her as every money to help the charity, and they want to shame her for doing what? That girl has actual foundation, and that foundation is out here helping these people. And she's helping people around the world. Why does she have to come out here to tell people that actual philanthropist is actually philanthropist NGO foundation that is helping people for free? They just want her to come out here to actually tell them, we don't owe you nothing. There's nothing that any black person has to sit down there and start explaining themselves to nobody. You do not sit down there and explain to yourself to some people who think that they're supremacists. You're supremacists in low self-esteem. You're supremacists in a dumbness. You're supremacists because you feel too bad about yourself. You're going to have to tell yourself you're something that you're even not. You can't even take care of your damn self. Just, look at you. Most of these racists, look at all of them. Look at them, all miserable people. Just look at how miserable miserable these people actually look. There's no happiness on them faces. You need to come and hang around black people so we can teach y'all guys how happiness works, because it doesn't look like y'all doing good. Looks like y'all be doing like a bad news, if you ask me. Y'all be doing really bad, because if you're happy about yourself, why the hell are you gonna sit down there hating on some black woman? And see, it's easy for y'all guys to sit down there to tell a black person what to do, but you cannot sit down there to tell anybody of any other race what to do. That's what is bad with y'all guys, but we're not gonna let you fly. So guys, please don't forget to go to my queen Dominique's channel. That's the Duchess D of AZ. So again, the Duchess D of AZ, that's my queen Dominique. I love you very much. So y'all go bless the sister. Go to her channel over here on YouTube and get all those subscriptions there. I haven't checked it. I'm gonna check it later today if you guys are reaching some big numbers there. Do not forget to go to my brother Baron Success, that is the Royal Success channel, and also with his channel, that's Isabella Back's channel. Go to all the success friendly channels, and right now here looks like there are not lots of significant views on my channel here. So please share those videos so we can reach more people out there and fight this nonsense. We ain't gonna be quiet here, because they just want us to be quiet, and the more quieter we are, and the fewer videos of ours they're seeing out there, the more they're gonna continue with the hate, because it's just in their DNA of these hateful people. It's in the DNA of these triple Ks. It's in the DNA of these people thinking like they're supremacists of their own stupid destinies. You living on money that was came from our ancestors' blood. You think you're gonna be happy? Let's see how that's gonna work around here. You'll go hell. Bye for now, family. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I love you very much.